Sa mga nag-iisip ng business ideas this new year, syempre ang isa pa rin sa pinaka-popular ay food trays dahil, especially ngayon, usong-uso na ang mga handaan dahil malaya na tayong lumabas at hindi na nga nagmamask, di ba? Di ba parang ngayon is relatively safer na compared to the past 2 or 3 years. So, magluto ka nitong ituturo ko sa inyo. This is beef sesame or Korean beef sesame na natikman ko nung minsang umorder ako sa isang famous food tray seller and love at first bite talaga. Kaya ngayon, gayahin natin itong Korean style beef sesame. This is super duper easy and actually very budget friendly. Kasi pag nagpo-food trays tayo, normally, it has to be affordable, magandang tignan, and ang pinaka-importante, masarap, and hindi basta-basta nasisira. Importante yan. Kailangan mahaba ang shelf life because you have to consider, i-deliver mo yan, or minsan, di ba, kailangan affordable din yung delivery mode or mode of delivery. So, sinasakay natin yan sa motor, sa mga riders. Importante talaga, matibay yung produkto. So, this one, dahil ang timpla niya Korean, it's high in sugar and seasoning, hindi po ito basta-basta napapanis. Perfect na perfect. So, I'm going to turn on the flame. And magigisa tayo ng bawang. And makikita mo dahil ang mahal ng sibuyas, konti lang po ang sibuyas na ilalagay ko. Ang magbibigay ng flavor, lasa dito sa ating dish. Aside from the seasoning, I'm using spring onions, which is also as good as your onions, but not as premium. Hindi ganun kamahal sa panahon ngayon. So I'm just going to make gisa-gisa mantika and bawang. Maganda din po itong iserve kung meron kang catering business. Kasi 'di ba, mapapansin mo konting alterations lang dun sa ating gisa, magkakaroon na ng very strong oriental flavor yung iyong dish. Maganda kasi yung may mga variation. Hindi lahat ng sineserve mo creamy, hindi lahat ng sineserve mo buttery. Yung pag meron kang oriental twist, gumaganda yung menu selection mo. So yan, gisa-gisa na bawang. And then let's put the onions. Pwede mong wag lagyan to ng onions. O, diba? You have my permission. Actually, hindi na nga kailangan ng permission ko. Pwede mong wag lagyan ng sibuyas. Sa totoo lang, there are things, there are people, there are situations in our life na pag feeling mo, pinapahirapan ka na, pabigat na, pasakit na, pwede mo nang i-eliminate. The choice is yours. Diba? Ganun lang yon. So, yan. Nasunog tuloy yung aking bawang, but it's fine. And then, you put your ginger. Ito yung magbibigay sa'yo ng parang spice. Added oriental flavor. The ginger. And then, I'm putting my beef. This is 2 kilos of brisket. Mura lang po ang brisket. One of the cheapest na cuts ng baka. 2 kilos, cut into cubes, mga 1-inch cube. And then I'm putting brown sugar and star anise. Mga ilang tao naman po ang mapapakain yan, 2 kilong baka na yan. Actually, yan ang commonly asked question pag may mga food trays or catering. And sa totoo lang, yan din po ang pinakamahirap sagutin. Kasi it would really depend on how many putahe, ilang ulam yung nandyan, and ilang starch yung isa-serve mo. Ibig sabihin, kanin lang ba? Magsaserve din ba siya ng pansit? Magsaserve din ba siya ng lasagna? And aside from that, it really depends kung ganong kalakas kumain yung mga bisita. 'Di ba? Mas marami ba yung seniors? Mas marami ba yung mga bata? Mas marami ba yung... Sasabihin ko sana, mas marami ba yung mga single? My God, baka may mga magalit na sa akin na nanonood. Pero sa totoo lang, kidding aside, marami talagang considerations bago mo masabi kung good for how many. Pero basically, itong 2 kilo na to, kung halimbawang may iba pang ulam, this could feed up to 10 to 12 packs. Ganun kadami po yung napapakain nito. Pero kung gusto mong safe, kasi baka mamaya masisi ka ng customers mo, ilagay mo na lang good for 6 to 8. That's the safest. Kasi may sauce naman to and lalagyan mo pa ng mushrooms or 8 to 10. Magkano ba kilo nitong brisket? 400, around 400 pesos per kilo itong brisket. So, etong 2 kilo to, around 800 pesos. May estimate magkano mo pwedeng ibenta tong isang tray ng Korean style beef sesame that could feed around 8 to 10 packs. Pwede mo itong ibenta around 2,200 to 2,400 pesos. Kumita ka na doon. Actually. Mura lang naman yung mga sahog. And then I'm going to put soy sauce. Pakuluan mo lang. And water. Just enough water to cover the meat, the beef. And then, since maliliit yung cut natin ng brisket, it would only take you around an hour or an hour and 20 minutes para palambutin to. So, we're going to braise it, pero pakuluan mo muna. And titikman ko if I need to adjust the seasoning bago ko siya i-braise. Pwede mo din i-pressure cooker for around 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so tikman mo. Parang natabangan lang ako. Lagyan ko konting salt. And a bit of black pepper. Pero kasi parang sa Korea, they enjoy putting chili flakes. Or so lagyan ko ng chili powder. And then, i-braise lang natin to for around 1 hour. Low flame. Itatabi ko lang dito sa isang tabi. Perfect. Low flame lang. Iwan mo lang dyan. Kalimutan, pero balikan. Ayan na. So, natuyot na siya. This is very, very normal. You really want it to reduce like this. And then, of course, I'm going to put my favorite Jolly mushrooms. Ilang lata to? 2 na ba to? So, 2 cans, yung nilagay natin. Put whole mushrooms. And you just toss like that. Malambot na po yung beef natin. And habang lumalambot po yan, nag-evaporate yung braising liquid, kaya po siya natuyot katulad nito. Ganito po talaga yung gusto nyong ma-achieve. Okay? And then let's put our spring onions. Lagay mo yung spring onions mo. Ganyang kadami po talaga ang ilalagay mong spring onions. So, itos-tos mo lang na ganyan. You can do final seasoning. Although, titikman ko siya. Lambot. Perfect na para sa akin. Papatayin ko na yung apoy. And then lastly, you put sesame seeds. This is just toasted white sesame seeds. And lots of sesame oil. Buhusan mo ng sesame oil. Ay, oh, ang bango-bango. Parang amoy ko nasa handaan ako. Okay, o, diba? This is a perfect pang food tray, pang catering. Kung gusto mo naman mas madaming sauce, habang pinapakuluan mo, no, takpan mong mabuti. Ako kasi kanina, nung pinapakulo ko, binuksan ko ng konti yung lid. I left it ajar kasi gusto ko naman yung ganitong medyo nagda-dry. Parang salpikaw style. Okay, tikman natin. Pahingin ng kanin. Siyempre, this is perfect with rice. So, I have here rice, the beef, mushroom, sauce. Pwede mo pang lagyan ng chili flakes or chili powder para mas bongacious. Ang lambot ng beef. With the mushroom. What are you waiting for? Kung wala ka namang balak mag-food tray business, wala kang catering business, aba, lutuin mo na to for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your visitors. Dahil, this is super bongga. My gosh, pinawisan ako. Naparami yung lagay ko ng chili flakes, chili powder, but it's extremely so good. So, gumawa ka na and I'm going to see you all soon.